Hello.
It's me.
Hello.
Hello.
If I see one more of those, I'm gonna.
I think that's a good idea.
Greetings, friends, family, and distinguished guests. Welcome to the table. This is Black Arrow, a sci-fi saga. I am your humble dungeon master and host, Connor Zeitlin. I have with me today 4 player characters. My dear friends, Max Levinton.
Hello.
John Freeman.
Yes.
Aiden Eganey. And Carter Foster.
Howdy, folks.
Last we left off, the crew of the Black Arrow has just come together in an unexpected meeting for various different circumstances. Enzo Reyes, running from Caliphate Studios with strange hints as to why they're trying to kill him, being given, "Your kind is too dangerous." David Coney, investigating a strange mission run by Caliphate Studios a little while back, a mining operation to Ginnengat that was transporting materials through a small mining station in Cordoba. Fermin Rosas, on a mission given by the Duchess Veldi Pescaldo of Cadiz, where he is to investigate the very same mining station that David Coney is going to. And Vance Wardclout, the esteemed pilot of the Black Arrow,
yes.
Captain
Pilot.
of the Black Arrow.
Pilot.
Pilot.
We're here with the first pilot.
We're gonna be
Cameras.
stuck on this.
Catch this. He's a f***ing pilot. I don't
Captain.
swear my allegiance
He
to this
pilots
guy.
us. You're an Uber.
Yes.
You're Uber
At the
driver.
moment,
yeah,
you
yeah,
are
yeah.
getting me
He's
to
our ship's
Cordoba.
Uber driver. Yeah.
And Vance Wardclout, the esteemed pilot of the Black Arrow, has recently discovered some harrowing news of the Lazarus Initiative, born again. A cloning service. With a bunch of different clones of himself aboard his ship, he comes to the station orbiting Goddess Prime, known as New Cancun, and picks up the rest of the crewmates. We now find our crew on their way to Cordoba. The warp comes out of focus. You all see the light of this new system returning to you. Nestled in the second asteroid belt of the Cordoba system is an industrial hotspot run by Modern United Mining and its local branch, OrbitWorks. OrbitWorks' central shipping center is in orbit around Cordoba 5, and it's also a space city, referred to as Magnet City because of the strong magnetic fields around the planet, Cordoba 5, which keep all of the rich asteroids orbiting around it in rings that alternate directions and crash into each other constantly. Magnet City itself is nestled inside all of this chaos and has stasis stabilizers that anchor it to the planet's orbit. OrbitWorks sends out a dozen mining ships an hour, but if you're looking for something less routine, you all are looking for something less routine. Something that breaks the monogamy of those constant back and forth warp cracks. Where do you start to look?
So, Mr. Brian, Mr. Fermin, was it? Where do you think you want me to drop you off?
How well do you know the area, Mr. Wardclout?
I've been here once or twice. A couple good shipping bays that I could park you in. The Walmart has a really large parking lot I think I could drop you off in. Plenty of space.
You wouldn't know anything about the mining centers here.
No. I've had some experience in mining centers, of course, but none here.
Magnet City it is then. I'll start my search there.
And as you guys are having this conversation, Mr. David Coney is still lying on the cold metal
Yeah, he's
floor
under the
with 5 men, all like completely like just wet to the bone, just like lying there like starfish, like staring up at the sky, having just watched like the stuff go down from last episode, folks. And these guys are talking about where they want to get dropped off. So first and foremost, it's a matter of reconciling the fact that I'm now soaking wet in what appears to be some sort of ectoplasm. So allow me to Junior.
Yes, sir.
What the hell just happened, man?
It appears that Vance Wardcloud is not alone on the ship with 3 of you.
No Sherlock.
Which one?
You have named me Junior, sir, not Sherlock.
Alright, well, you know what? not going to be much help with this. I'll do what I always do, Junior. Gentlemen, how are we doing? Would you guys mind rolling over real quick? Don't worry.
I suddenly go over. I'm like, you all get back in the closet. Go to your spot. Go to your spot.
You see they all go, certainly, we live to serve. And they just turn and lock themselves back in the closet, all 5 of them.
Fermin is kind of watching this happen. He kind of forgot for a second that he had been under the pile of ore. He kind of like just like I guess ectoplasm is the right word for like everywhere. He's like, yes, Mr. Ortcloud, may I ask why there are 5 what appear to be carbon copies of yourself glistening and wet in your closet?
My mother had 6 tuplets, really painful burn.
Okay.
And I'm assuming these were the defective ones, or?
Yeah, I've been called the brighter tool in the ship.
I see. Well, these guys, great service. I wish I had that kind of service during my stay in
I think
Cancun.
Fermin detects something is up here.
Almost as great as the service I had in New Cancun. Those guys would do great
Can
things.
Fermin try an insight check?
Yeah, they get
He might realize that there's some kind of cloning saturation going
Well,
on.
I think it's pretty darn
I
obvious.
think it's pretty darn obvious. I don't think you really need to.
I'm rolling
Yeah.
the insight check.
Okay.
Roll the insight too.
I got very close to should have not rolling the insight check.
I
Should I get you a deception check?
I shouldn't
Yeah.
have rolled the insight
What are you trying
check.
to? You trying to hide anything?
These are definitely my 6 tuplets. I've never been cloned. I don't even know what a clone is, Mr. Dungeon
Fantastic.
Master.
Well, considering these gentlemen speak with what I can only describe as the language of hospitality, we live to serve, masters. Quite. I mean, how'd you manage that with your other brothers, dude?
that comes out to a 6 total, nat 2.
Okay, I got an 18.
7.
Okay. So I think
You just avoided getting fooled there.
I think-
Yep, that checks out to me.
I think both of you realize that. That was a lie. But I think you realize that Vance Ordclout.
I realize
This
he's a
isn't-
clone.
You realize he's a clone. You also realize that this is a new development for him.
Yep.
That he's not. He doesn't know what's going on with these clones.
I didn't realize that you were a clone.
Clone? Never heard of one.
What are you doing with 5 associates of yours on board?
Poor things on the run from Caliphate, just like you all, I presume, trying to find them a good home on Barbaria. I'm hoping.
I'm
I'm
on
also on the
business.
run of Caliphate. What did you do to piss him off?
Various tidings.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I'm on a business trip. What the heck has happened? There was 5 men sitting in a closet like they were playing Tetris, except some sort of very enticing manner. However,
Wait, let's get back to this Caliphate thing. You said you pissed off. What was your job for them? Do you work for them?
I may or may not have assisted Vega Orionica with some transportation matters.
Vega. You know Vega.
New past tense.
Right. She
Have you
died.
been on their ship before?
I worked directly under her.
Really?
Yeah.
I might have recognized you at some point.
And at this point, I'm getting kind of worried because I'm not sure if this guy is on my side anymore.
Fermin's getting kind of worried too because he's obviously he knows Vega. He's not a fan of them. Definitely recognizes that she was a far greater alternative to the current CEO of Caliphate Studios.
Oh, I mean, she's much better than Jin. The second Jin was instated, I got hunted.
But no, so he definitely I would say his ears like perk up. Not literally. Hearing the conversation that's going on. So I'd say he doesn't interject, but he's definitely listening because he doesn't want his business to be known by operatives of Caliphate.
Sure.
exactly. And David's just sitting here like, what the heck, man? In this case, Brian Johnson. He's just chilling here like, this is a business trip. I just paid this man who knows how much and gave him a decent tip of, wonderful tip of 6%. And he's getting this terrible story so far. His suit's ruined. His day's ruined. He's had 5 glistening men lying on top of him.
Sounds like a good day to be. That's all I'm saying.
Some people would pay a lot of money for that sort of
Yes,
experience.
and now he's hearing some sort of strange debate. He just wants to go and chill out. It's like, you guys generally talk about your relationships and past histories with strangers like this?
No, I'm making sure I'm not about to kill this man. Are you with Vega or are you a follower of Jin?
Let's just say there's a reason I am no longer working in transportation services.
And with that, I relax and I go, okay, so we
But
see.
you are.
Silence, wench!
You two gentlemen are no longer employed by Caliphate?
I was forcibly removed. They attempted to silence.
I would argue that the big ships and gunmen were a pretty good sign to that factor.
Now, why is the Uber that I booked being hightailed chased by a bunch of mercenaries? I picked a rideshare. This guy's not paying. This guy, Mr. Roses Fermin.
Rosas.
Fantastic.
Fermin, Rosas.
Fermin, I mean, what's going on, man? It said you had a decent rating. I mean, you have 2 out of 5 stars. It's really... I expected more, you know?
Back to the blunt of the matter. What building do you need to be heading towards?
I don't know, honestly. I'm looking for a specific mining station. I don't know which one it is, but I don't know how to find it even.
Run by MUM or?
Here's the kicker. This is a MUM owned system,
Right.
but it's not an MUM station I'm looking for. I'm looking for a Caliphate Studios owned mining station, which I didn't think there were around here. But I have an anonymous tip.
And at that, the kind of scar on my face just starts pulsing, and I go, Caliphate Studios mining, you said.
Yes.
My
Why
dear
do you-
friend, I stuck with you to escape that planet, but I think I may need a bit more of your time. See, I was part of one of these Caliphate Studios mining expeditions in modern United Mining Territories.
Mr. Furman, I think your manservant has a condition. If you look at his face, there's some glowing thing. Maybe you want to get that checked out.
It's not a cut. I would know a cut.
Well, I
I'd
mean,
feel a cut. Yeah.
he looks like he's pulsing like a strobe light in a casino inside New Cancun. I mean,
This-
it's just
Oh, I
natural.
love that place.
Real subtle
Love
there.
that place.
That place is terrible, man.
Love that.
I
Terrible
love
service
it.
every
You
time.
and I, great minds think alike. I'm not headed to a station. I'm headed to the office first. I don't know anything about a station.
Well, I'll just drop you off near the headquarters of the mining expedition in the first place. Right near the Walmart, walking distance. Park you right down there.
That would be perfect.
Anzo's a little torn because, I do want to investigate this, but then again, I'm gonna be returning to the very place.
Fermin kind of sees the doubt on your face. He kind of, walks up to you and kind of reaches to put his hand on your shoulder, and says, Mr. Enzo, I see a look of worry on your face.
You're heading towards the indirect cause of this, and I point to the glowing scars on my face.
I've been meaning to ask about that.
And I pause. I'm debating how much information I want to give on the matter. And I go, in between my time of being a mercenary and being a combat medic, I served on a specialized team for a mining operation. The very same mining operation in modern United Mining Territory that's run by Caliphate Studios. I'm heading back to a place that gave me this.
Your services then would be indispensable.
My existence in this place would be incredibly dangerous towards my livelihood.
I sincerely promised you, on my life, to keep you out of harm's way.
I've been running for them for 15 years. I've been fighting for 40 years, and even with that, I was almost bested on New Cancun. So I want to believe you because I want to investigate this as much as you do. I want to figure out why they did this, and most importantly, I want my revenge. But I'm not sure how much you can ensure my safety when I can't ensure my own.
Okay. Fermin kind of grabs back, almost kind of like walks him over to a part of the ship where, maybe into a hallway where the other two won't hear. He kind of looks around and flashes his badge, denoting him as an agent of the Thunderhawks, and he whispers to Enzo, says, How much do you know about the Thunderhawks?
I know they're a group against the current monarchy, and that's about it.
Know that we are not to be trifled with. You can't run forever from your troubles. Sometimes you have to face them head on. Come with me. We'll take this down together.
Hey, damn Coney, make me a perception check.
You trying to listen in?
Of course I am.
You stanky bitch.
And I rolled a 2. These
I
dice
would like
are
you to roll with
wonderful.
advantage. Junior is sending microphones out.
Oh, yeah.
It's still not great. 16.
16's gonna
That's
do it.
fine.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let them continue.
What do you know about the mining expedition on Ginnigat?
Mining expedition on Ginningat. I know nothing about the mining expedition on Gin. They mined at Ginningat?
So you know the history of Ginnigat, obviously. Everybody knows the history
I know
of Ginnigat.
every detail of history from the corporate board of the credit.
Right, the
I'm
corporate-
a politician.
I've been to Ginnigat twice. I was there for the war, and then I was there when they sent me back for a mining expedition. And I don't know much. I just know that when I left the planet, all my friends were dead. I had the scar, and
This
I was
was
being
during
hunted.
the war?
This was after the war. The war. I was there for the war itself. I was there when Ginnigat was rendered inhabitable, and then years later, Caliphate Studio sent me back, and that's when I got this.
What were they mining on Ginningat?
I don't know. I don't know any. I have no memories. I have memories of my friend Valentino being taken by something as I left the planet, and he stared at me as he was killed from land.
Something. Sounds like there might be something sinister at play.
Oh, definitely.
All the more reason why we must investigate. And I put out my hand.
And I shake it.
At this point, David Coney enters.
Terrible to see what Vance is hearing of all this.
Do you
Or am
want
I?
to listen in, or are you
I
gonna
mean,
be a good?
I feel
Sure,
like
yeah.
I might as well. I mean, you can give me disadvantage because I'm also landing the ship at the same time.
Yeah. Why don't
Okay.
I'll give you disadvantage because you're concentrating on landing the ship.
And this
Just
is
a basic perception check.
16. It's disadvantage. So 12 plus 3. That's 15.
You hear mining expedition I'm gonna get. You hear Enzo has something to do with Enzo has something to do with it.
Okay.
But the most important thing that you get is that they've made a truce. They're gonna start working together.
As for what's going through Mr. Cloud's mind right now, I'm thinking that I'm not just going to be parking this ship, letting them out, and going away. I'm definitely going to be trailing around because anything having to do with Caliphate matters is Cloud matters.
And before you even do anything about that, I turn and I go, Cloud, I'm gonna need to talk to you. If you have the same vendetta against Caliphate, I'm offering you to directly come with us.
Oh, well, I don't want to have anything to do with these matters. I'm just a petty Uber driver.
But
here.
you hate Caliphate.
Yes, well,
I'm assuming.
well, we have a history.
I'm
but
assuming
we're-
Caliphate's done something with clones.
What's a clone? I have no
We
idea.
know you're a clone.
We know you're a clone.
Actually, I knew I recognized your face somewhere. Vance Cloud, war hero, fought at Ginningat.
Yes.
Died at
That was-
Ginningat.
Oh well, I don't know where you're getting this information from. I was
The internet. I should have recognized it earlier. Of course. Vance Cloud, I've read all about them.
well. Details of my death have been greatly exaggerated. As you can see, I am alive and well.
You're looking pretty young for a
And
60-year-old? 60
Good
Yeah.
genes, good gene.
I would like to see if if he has any scars that match Vance's scars, because I know that DNA does not clone scars.
Go ahead.
That's actually
That's gonna be a pretty high DC history check there. What is it?
18.
18 is not gonna-
18 will surely do.
Yeah, but there
Knowledge
are no
about a
records
random
about-
war hero's scars?
Yeah.
He fought on the same side as him
No.
in the war. He's a war hero.
It's a big galaxy.
That's true. I did fight with.
Yeah. You guys are sitting in the room
Cloud.
with me, and if I said, "Hey, name where I have scars," that doesn't exactly mean you.
But
guys
you're
will-
just some guy.
exactly.
Yeah, no, the stories that are exaggerated about war heroes during the times of war are pretty profound. So, I think you would remember a couple of things, some discrepancies, some flaws. You can come up with them if you like.
So I look over at Vance and I go, "What happened to that scar right there?"
Well...
That was the blade of a sickle wielded by his captor.
Where'd it go?
I've used a very good facial rejuvenation cream. Would you like me to send it to you?
Vance,
Oh yeah, Rejuvenex. That stuff is fantastic. I mean,
And I go, Vance, you do know that scars don't imprint on clones, right?
there's nothing to be ashamed of, Vance.
We don't care.
Given how you aren't such fans of Caliphate anyways, I may or may not be somewhat, theoretically, potentially, and this may come as a surprise to you, not Vance or Cloud.
that's fantastic. Great. I'm happy to hear that you have your Mr. Vance, Enzo, Fermin. Best of luck with all your guys' ventures. I don't want no part in this. I shall be heading on out now. Best of luck. I don't want to be killed by some sort of mercenary company, so
Okay.
I bid you all adieu.
Gentlemen,
Best
do you
of
want to get a meal? I don't know the area that well.
Trust me, Walmart has completely turned themselves around in recent years. They have a good meal.
luck. I
don't
scoff
want to
at
eat
that.
at Walmart.
Because Walmart's one of my competitors.
I've heard that the garlic bread is absolutely
heading-
divine.
Very good garlic
we're
bread.
garlic
over there.
The
Yeah.
garlic bread is terrible.
Or he's
I've
gonna
eaten
fall
that. I've
off.
eaten everywhere. I'm a diplomat.
Famine.
But maybe eat at Walmart?
Would you mind if I took a look at your taste buds? Because that garlic bread, Vance. That garlic bread.
At
Ooh.
We're gonna move now to David Coney walking down the street towards the Modern United Mining building. You find your way into the lobby of this place. There is a cyborg, no gender cyborg humanoid looks directly at you, tapping their fingers on their knuckles, and goes, "How may I help you this morning?"
Good morning. I'm here for a meeting with one of your guys' asset redistribution managers. My name is Brian Johnson. I should be on within the next 5-10 minutes. I'm just about run up against the clock.
Right, you are. Almost perfectly on time, Brian Johnson.
Thank you very much. Should be meeting about purchasing one of your guys' old stations.
Computing. Yes. Yes, this is a Class 9 meeting. You are
That's
to follow to the 116th floor. Follow me.
Fantastic.
my man is running on Internet Explorer over there. Like, you gotta upgrade your operating system.
Yeah. Windows 99 over here.
Yeah.
Cyber.exe has stopped functioning.
You must forgive me. This way to the elevator. We move back.
Gentlemen, before we get to our restaurant, I have to call my supervisor on the matter. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all.
I kind of stop for a few paces, let them walk ahead of me, and then flip open my BlackBerry and dial up Captain Elena Holtz,
Very well.
which then pops up as a hologram from the screen.
Yes, she does. Cyber woman with flowing golden hair, golden circuitry running through her face, a very, very long coat signifying her station as captain, which swoops down into the, what is the term for the pixels?
Voxels.
The voxels of the hologram, and she regards you. Ah, hello, Fermin. How are you?
Greetings, Captain. Things are going strangely. We'll just say it.
Strangely how, Fermin?
Some interesting occurrences have happened since the meeting. I should start with the meeting. The meeting was good. The Duchess was highly receptive, I would say.
That's lovely to hear.
And has given me a small job to do on her behalf to win her support. I think you already discussed it with her.
You are working this job currently.
I'm in the I'm in the system of Cordoba already, Captain.
Can you give me the rundown of what you're doing here?
Certainly, Captain. I am in the Cordoba system hunting down an old mining station. All the mining stations here should be controlled by Modern United Mining, but this one in particular seems to be controlled by Caliphate Studios. I'm told by a friend, who I will discuss later with you, that this might be in relation to a lapsed mining operation at Ginnengat.
A friend.
Indeed, a man named Enzo Reyes, I was introduced to. He seems to be on the run from Caliphate Studios.
Introduced to by whom?
We ended up in the same hangar.
Chance encounter.
Indeed.
I don't like chance encounters.
Sometimes they lead us good places. I think this Enzo fellow is to be trusted. He's valuable, a doctor.
Very well. Be wary of the doctor. Your mission to investigate Caliphate Studios for the Duchess. Do you have any inkling as to why she may wish for you to embark on such a mission?
I am told that there is something suspicious at play, something sinister working in Iberia, and that it is the mission of her and the king to get some research on it. And although, of course, we do not align ourselves with such factions, it is interesting that on this matter, we both seem to have Caliphate Studios in our crosshairs. I'm suspicious, and yet she seemed genuine. I do think she will lend us some aid after this is completed. In addition, I do agree with her that what is happening here is suspicious. I heard of no mining operation at Ginnengat. The man I talked to, Dr. Reyes, he didn't seem to know what they were mining there. He seems to have lost his memory of the encounter. I find it worrying. Caliphate Studios could be developing new weapons which we will need to adapt to. This is valuable, I feel, not only to this mission, but to our operation as a whole.
Incredibly valuable. Thank you, Fermin. Thank you very much. I will at a certain point ask more of you. Are there any other traveling companions that you've been roped into? I understand you had to book a ride share.
Yes, an asteroid crashed into the ship. Nothing I could have done.
I'm sure.
Our Uber driver, Mr. Ortcloud, a clone.
A clone
of
Vance Ortcloud.
Indeed. He seems to dislike Caliphate Studios as much as us, and so seems to be open to offering his services in some regard there. He did have multiple, mostly naked and very wet clones of himself aboard. Very, very wet. I kind of...
I was wondering why there was a shading on your coat.
I'll find a laundromat.
There were other clones of Vance Ortcloud on board the ship.
5. They didn't seem like other clones I have met. They didn't seem to express any free will. They looked more like machines, frankly, but they could not be mistaken as such.
Interesting. Well, thank you very much for reporting. Fermin, good luck on your mission. I will get Agent Jeffrey in to investigate some of the things that you've just granted us. Goodbye.
Eddie,
Yes?
stay safe.
You too.
And I hang up the phone, close the BlackBerry, and catch back up to the rest of the squad.
As we leave the ship, I throw like a little, like a box full of Oreos into the closet where the clothes are.
Delicious Oreo.
They don't do anything until the door closes, at which point you begin to hear the tearing of
They have to start having a party.
the tearing of wrapping and the like disciplined soldiers, the strict rationing of the Oreos, which of course
Very deliberate crunching.
which of course do not divide evenly among them. So there is like processing that has to be done to determine down to the crumb where all of these Oreos go. And that takes them 5 days.
Okay, now that the stick in the mud is out of the way, I think that we'll very much feel free to head down to the Walmart.
Oh, definitely. The garlic bread.
I heard they bought Olive Garden a couple years back. The breadsticks are even better.
Is it? Oh. Let's talk about Calfate Studios. Do you know how Vega died?
Medical complications, I believe it was told to me. I'm not sure. As soon as that happened, I quickly realized it was my time to evacuate the premises.
I'm the same. I was in psychological care at the moment, and I was ambushed by Jin's guys. And I fear I was again on New Cancun.
As you mention Jin, I realize that we have a common adversary in this matter.
Yes.
And you notice that.
Yeah. Now, Vega was very kind to me. But it was under Vega's command that I was sent to Ginninghet.
Interesting.
She was killed, that's my belief.
I saw medical records, though.
But think of the timing, right? I get sent to an expedition on Ginninghet with a bodyguard, a metallurgist, and some other people, and it goes horribly wrong, and then she's dead.
I was told never to trust a closed casket.
And even worse, we don't have a casket. In fact, I would bet you so many credits that if we went to her honorary grave, we'd find nothing but dirt under that gravestone.
An intriguing notion, one that I may take you up on. But as for now, breadsticks.
Breadsticks. Oh, and also, on the matter of Jin, we have a democratic socialist, the man currently talking like a crushing schoolboy to his boss.
So mean.
So, on the fact of his political orientation, I'm sure that we have a common nemesis with him too.
Interesting. He may not approve of our previous caliphate business doings, however.
No, but I think that we can bridge that disagreement. After all, you and I are no longer associated with them.
Naturally.
At this point, I close the flip phone and catch back up. Gentlemen, where are we heading?
Breadsticks.
Where are the breadsticks?
Walmart.
I will go to your Walmart. If I am not served a luxury meal, there will be hell to pay.
And I like...
Fantastic. A door opens to a private meeting room, very well lit, with a man sitting on the other side of the table. An opalescent hollow table with a that can be summoned up upon command. There's 2 chairs in the room. The android looks at you and says, "Just in here."
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Name's Brian Johnson. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
I know. Pleasure to meet you as well.
Now, as you know, I'm in the market for junk mining stations, junk, derelicts, that sort of thing. And I know that you guys have a couple of old stations out here in this beautiful system of Cordoba that I can turn some brand new starliners, that sort of thing, with some wonderful scrap metal. So let's talk figures and let's see if I can get out there sometime today and go see the equipment you got.
We were prepared. We have a station that is reported not used currently. You see, he pulls it up. He pulls the numbers. You recognize the number immediately. It's the number of the station. The junior's like, this is the one that's being run by Caliphate Studios. He goes, this one looks like it's available. Orbit Works mining station. It's not in disrepair, but you should be able to. That should be good. You should be able to salvage some of the extra material if you're willing to pay a little bit more. I figured we could go in an hour, take a shuttle over there.
Sounds wonderful. Would you mind if I went and grabbed some food prior beforehand? I haven't eaten since yesterday. I was in New Cancun and the buffet closed a bit earlier than I thought, so I missed it. Any place you recommend?
You might want to go to the Walmart and the...
Oh yes, absolutely. Well, thank you very much. I hear that the Walmart, especially here, is phenomenal.
Well, that is true. It is. I haven't really been there much, so I wouldn't know. I'm not normally working here. You see, I've just sort of been brought on to oversee the stations for the week. Pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise.
I shall see or an assistant of mine shall see you in an hour with a transport
Fantastic.
to the station. You see, he pulls up the station. He pulls up the number, and there are its coordinates right there. You don't need this thing. If you get
Wonderful.
back to the Black Arrow, you can get there. You have coordinates to it memorized.
Well,
Down.
thank you very much, sir. I hope I do see you sometime soon so we can sign the deal away and make us both money. How's that sound?
Likewise.
All right, I'll be seeing you.
Okay.
Cut to Fermin Rosa angrily eating a breadstick.
Fermin is like eating the breadsticks. Like it's not a 5-star restaurant, but like he's a little bit angry about the quality of the breadsticks.
It's ironic that the Democratic Socialist is complaining about the quality of this bougie meal.
He's a diplomat. He's sat there eating the breadsticks. He's like. Anyways, gentlemen, how do you plan on getting to the station? Do we know which station it is we're going to?
And I'm sitting here and I open like a thing in my armor. I put the breadsticks in, and the straw comes up, and I drink the breadstick protein stuff. And I drink on my little sippy
It's
cup.
not protein.
No. It gets mixed with protein and tranquilizer, because it keeps this guy quiet. Yeah, and so.
Wow.
That's gross. Bro's eating horse tranquilizer. That's crazy.
You got yourself some Special K in there?
Dips it in his medicine, like soaking in like olive oil.
Okay, continue.
So I take a drink and I go. I mean, we can't visit every single station. That's out of the picture.
You don't remember which one that was?
No. I don't remember much from that mining part of my life.
If Caliphate is for some reason hiding this from modern United Mining, it might be listed as some sort of unmanned station.
That's fair.
Is there anywhere we could find a list of the stations? A map, maybe?
Will I know where? It might not be so easy to access.
Modern United
this
Mining
point-
headquarters.
David Coney walks in.
No, not this fucker.
I'm like looking there. I'm like, I'll take your finest table, please, and then pop me right down next to these guys.
Yep.
And I start.
I'm like, oh hey, how you guys doing? You guys are at the Walmart too? Oh, I didn't know you guys were from that.
And I start taking a drink from my straw while making angry eyes at him. I'm just like,
Why are you making angry eyes at him?
I don't like him.
Your manservant, I think he's tripping.
What brings you to the Walmart? I thought you had business to do.
Hungry.
Do it.
Conducted my business. I'm heading out for a wonderful tour of a beautiful station that I'm going to scrap at some point.
You're scrapping a station?
That's correct.
Why would you be scrapping a station here?
Oh, it's abandoned.
There's an abandoned station.
There's an abandoned station.
Ah, yeah, that's correct. Owned and operated by United Mining.
Well, it
How-
wouldn't be operated if it was
yeah.
being scrapped.
I mean,
Sure.
it's still the man. You don't need to know too many of the details. It's sort of contractual obligation that I don't tell too many people about it. But I mean, they said it was not in disrepair, so I'm assuming it's maintained to an extent.
Do you have the location of the station?
Why would I share that with you?
Because if you have the location of the station, we could proceed with the elimination.
Mr. Johnson, it would be a great favor to us if you could tell us the location of the station. We
I
could
mean,
give you a ride.
I already got someone who's taking me over there to go and visit and tour. I mean, if you guys are interested in the fine arts of real estate and scrapping, you guys can.
Oh, we are
along.
very interested in that.
I always wanted to be a real estate.
My dad was an architect. He was a battle medic. My dad was an architect.
Really? Well, I don't know too much about the beauty of the architecture of a derelict
Most
mine.
Stunning.
United Minings
Oh.
wouldn't be so upset about a couple of friends tagging
course.
on. And
Well,
we are friends. We are
David's
friends.
not an imbecile, so he knows exactly what's going
Go
on.
ahead and give me an insight check.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Oh
No
shit.
shit.
Okay. In addition, can I roll an insight check against Coney?
100%. But as you do so, don't tell me what you get yet. Go ahead and do that. David Coney, you see these people all sitting around. So, David Coney, you realize a couple of different things.
Yeah.
Number one, you realize these people, you remember some conversations, all of these people hate Caliphate Studios. You realize all of these people are, have nothing else to do and are incredibly safe. There's nothing going on here that's going to reflect badly on you, and
Except for the fact that these guys have a vendetta against some dudes and they're actively trying to seek vengeance as they get hunned down by armed mercenaries.
it's also the same people you happen to be just investigating because something is fishy. If anything fishy is going on with Caliphate Studios, it's sure to follow these three people, and that's exactly where you want to strike.
What?
Third, this is a nat 20. I'm just going to keep giving you information.
Go on.
You also see that you also know that for certain your motives for getting to the station, your actual motives for getting to the station, are aligning with their motives for getting to the station. You're not 20 insight check. You're looking at these people. They want to get to the station just as bad as you do.
Well, if you gentlemen are interested in learning about the fine arts of scrap and real estate, I mean, you are more welcome to tag on. I do need some new apprentices. Now, gentlemen, we will have to discuss your terms of employment and contractual obligations for the time that you are with me in my
Oh,
service.
we have jobs, so we would really just like to tag along for the tour.
You rolled a 4, so you are just not sure what this guy's actually doing.
Fine.
All right. I mean, if everyone's rolling insight, I'd like to roll insight on what's in those breadsticks. All right. That was a 2.
Purple one.
Not had a single good roll.
The breadstick here appears to be made out of breadstick.
You know
I
what?
don't
That's
know
good
to
enough
tell
for
you.
me, and I put more into my.
All right. Well, I mean, if you gentlemen want to tag along, I mean, I'm always in need of company as long as you guys are just there for scrap, right?
Scrap.
Learning about
We're
scrap.
Fascinated
Scrap,
in scrap.
nothing less, nothing more.
Yes, scrap.
We're so
Fantastic.
interested in scrap.
But we gotta grab drinks afterwards, all right?
I don't drink.
I don't drink.
That's too bad.
I may or may not take you up on that offer.
Wonderful. I like you, Vance. All right. We'll go now.
Mr. Reyes, I was thinking if you were planning on paying me back for my RAM, you could compensate me over the course of various meals, perhaps? And I point at the check.
So why is the ram my fault?
Yeah, well, I cover my tracks very well. Those Caliphate bastards were not after me. This man seems like a man who keeps his hands clean. This man, I really have no idea what's going on in there, so...
I think it's his fault, honestly. I think,
I'll pay the check. Give it to me.
Let's go!
Okay, and so he takes it.
Alright, you guys get out of here. Back
Mine
to
get mine too, Fermin.
Well, how many credits was that? What are you losing over
It
there?
was 23 credits.
Okay.
Fermin, you might get
that?
mine as well, and I toss over the bill. It's 15,000.
I'm not going to pay shit. Also, you gotta lean back a little bit there in your chair. I'm going to actually take this off of my credits.
You guys head back to the Black Arrow?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Oh, hold on. We're going
Well, I thought
on
we were getting
on
like,
Carter's then.
Yeah, the ship from the assistant lady.
Yeah.
Are you absolutely sure? You
Yeah.
have the coordinates. You do not need that ship.
Well, it's all the facade. You know, I'm a very tactful dude.
You guys find your way to a docked shuttle, which is a tiny little pod. It seats about 6 people, and you it's shaped like a gray egg with a tiny little windshield at the front, for lack of a better term, and with a little like airplane style nose. And it has a little thruster, a little like ball thruster on the back, and in the side there's a compartment that opens up like a car door that swings open like so.
The Greg, and I kind of elbow doctor, and I give a.
The Greg.
This one is often used by Thunderhawks. We paint ours blue.
This one, you can blow up by hitting 3 specific buttons on the console.
This
That's
is
so-
true.
I killed a family of 4 that way.
Okay. Were they an evil family of 4?
They were a rich family of 4.
Same thing.
And David is sitting here with this assistant lady or whoever, a guy, whoever.
Yeah, so this sort of leather jacket pilot woman looks at you. Johnson,
Absolutely.
We're bringing
Pleasure to
you
meet you.
down to an old mining station. You guys.
These are my these are some of my associates. They're some of my speculators, assessors, that sort of thing. This guy, he can run numbers like crazy. You know, he can look at a doorway and tell you how much it cost, where it was made. That
I'm
sort
sure.
of thing.
We have a schedule, so let's get moving.
Absolutely.
Vance Orclop, may I pilot this vessel? I have never had the luxury of running one of these shuttles before. May I have the opportunity? Greg. I've never flown a Greg, and I'm trying to cross those off the list.
I'm going to be completely honest with you, Vance Orcloud. You're not missing much.
I see.
So
Not appreciation for the Greg.
Unfortunate.
I'm
Maybe
going-
maybe on the way back. On the way back.
if circumstances change,
The Greg is known for being one of the cheapest, dumbest flight vessels you can buy.
Greg, it's great value.
It's like the mid bus.
Anyway, you guys all shove into this little Greg. There's like no visibility, zero.
Yep.
You can see out of the window at the front, but it all closes behind you. A little bit of ambient lighting turns on, and you
Elevator
guys.
music.
Yeah, some elevator music starts playing.
Yeah.
And she says, "All right, we're gonna." She says, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're gonna be taking a lovely little stroll out through the asteroid belt into. Hey, did he give you the coordinates for that place?
That is correct. He did indeed.
All right. Can you come over here and plug them into the computer?
Sure thing.
All right.
I
And
walk up there and, you know, I'm surprised. David's thinking, why doesn't she not have the coordinates to this place, considering she was the one.
yeah, there was a weird thing that happened during the transfer of data. It was interrupted in some way. I figured he'd given you the data anyway. I'm glad he did.
Can I roll an insight check as to why this would be happening?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Actually, thank you.
While this is happening, I have...
And that was a nat 2. We are doing great.
Can you lean back
Alright, yes.
and work over there? Not two. Yeah, she's being legit. Like,
Alright.
she doesn't even to be lying.
I don't like the sound of a corrupt...
Not two. She's correct.
You want to
no,
go?
no.
Does anyone else want to?
Oh,
Gotta
no,
be
no.
back in the
I have no doubt that she's not telling a lie. What I'm worried about
Is why that might have happened.
is why there was an issue with the data transfer. That means someone else intercepted those coordinates.
We should-
So I'm thinking that someone else intercepted these coordinates, and we may have a bit more attention on that space shuttle than I'd like.
Don't worry, we're well equipped for such a threat.
I walk back there. I'm like, sorry, gentlemen. It seems like they're
You
having
guys are in a Greg.
issue.
You are not well equipped.
There are
anything.
three buttons.
It's a Greg. Gregs are good.
And I
Gregs are
point
great.
and I go, that button, and that button behind her.
No.
The captain turns around and says,
This is not terrorism.
"We're not pressing those buttons."
We're not, no button pressing.
No, he's talking about which buttons would be excellent for scrap. You know.
No, I'm talking about which buttons would destroy our lives.
Yes.
Greg is not scrap.
I will not
That
press
would-
those buttons.
That would end all of us right now. Okay.
If you're
We're all
gonna
clear with
come
that?
along, you gotta play along. You gotta play the game, man. You know. You gotta,
Gotta play the
be
game.
in the chill zone.
Architecture
I'm
stuff.
just gonna keep driving the ship. She gets ready. She hits a warp drive. You guys appear outside a small mining rig. Sort of an asteroid has been smashed through, and in this and sitting in it is like a big metal box. Gray and orange Caliphate Studios livery. And you see the pilot goes, "Whoa, what the?"
Well, we found it, boys.
Well, this will be a fun tour. Let's get on in over there.
Vance is visibly more uneasy.
Yeah, I look at this and I go. So our agreement on protection.
Still stands.
Still-
And, Fermin is smiling a little bit because he always likes stepping forward in a mission, shall we say.
Yes, and the pilot turns around and goes, do any of you know anything about... Are you all working for Caliphate? What is this?
Well, I mean, we're just here to take a look at some
We
scrap,
have
all right?
we have no allegiance for Caliphate. Don't listen to him. First of all, don't listen to him. He was lying the entire time. We were all lying the entire time. He's gonna keep on lying. Don't listen to him.
What the hell is going
We
on?
have no allegiance to Caliphate. In fact, all of us rather dislike them. We do not know what that is. We kind of expected that to be there. Could you please drop us off? There. Yeah,
There?
there.
Like now?
Like now. In fact, I will pay you, and I'll pay you for your silence, because we really cannot have Modern United Mining knowing about this for now.
I don't know what the hell. I don't suppose I really have much choice.
You drive a
in the
Greg.
matter.
I mean, like, I haven't pulled my energy sword on you yet, but that is an option.
Okay.
You gotta get control over your manservant, man.
What the hell?
He's a doctor.
Doctor.
Okay.
I'm a doctor, and I open to show all my syringes, which I don't realize is very threatening, and I go, I'm a doctor.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like a torture doctor. I am a doctor.
Okay.
You want to see?
So you guys instantly see on the dashboard, bloop, 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 incoming transmission.
I'll take that. Don't worry.
Oh no, we're all fucked.
Johnson, you hit the button.
Yeah.
This is Caliphate Studios frigate in orbit around mining station. Unidentified. Greg, name yourself.
And I go, Johnson, you better not this up.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are we doing here? This is Greg number. Oh yeah, this is Greg number. What's the Greg number?
This is Greg number 80.
This is Greg number 81.
Early model.
And this is Greg number 80, and we are here just for a routine inspection of just salvage. We're here just for ensuring that everything is up to code with the OSHA standards of the day.
We were assured that this station would go
We've been sent by the main corporation. Don't worry, this is an internal inspection. I'll sauce you over our identification credentials. Now, Junior, give me some fake
I'm going to need
credentials.
a programming check from you, which is an intelligence-based check.
And
Okay,
well,
that is a dirty 21.
Okay, you, with a dirty 21, Junior sponsors a fake ID, throws it through. Now I need a deception check.
All right. That's going to be a 15.
This shouldn't be happening. We were told that this sort of interruption would not be occurring from Modern United Mining. If we could talk to Seraph.
No worries, this is not a United Mining operation. We're here from a liaison with Caliphate Studios. We have the head liaison over here.
Yes, we are hired in as a third-party external inspection, trying to keep it neutral, so there is no, just to make sure that everything is up to code in case OSHA might swing by here. You know how much we hate OSHA.
What number order was this from Amar?
And I push you to the side, and I know anything about order numbers for my time. I go.
Okay, here, you push us back there.
Vance or Cloud, you do.
Yes, I do.
Now the number,
Dude, sure.
you would have no
Man.
clue what number it is.
Do I know the number associated with the Lazarus Initiative?
Yeah, but this isn't a.
This is mining again,
doesn't
yeah.
have any-
Right.
Also-
but that would be Vance's best guess at this moment.
Sure. What is it?
Oh no, it would be your best guess.
Uh,
It's the wrong guess.
And I'm very much hoping that this is the right guess.
Sure.
1328?
I'm gonna make a luck check.
A luck check.
I'm gonna make
I didn't
a
even
luck
know that
check.
was a check.
You want high.
The higher, the better.
17.
Yo!
That is pretty high. Interesting. I'm not allowed to look at the specifics of this. I can only assume it's legit. Don't come any closer. I have to shut down the turrets and without proper authorization. So this is going to take a second.
And sounds good. May I get your name,
The
officer?
pilot, the pilot who's been chauffeuring you guys goes.
Can I get your name, officer, real quick, in case we have to go through here again?
You may not.
Unit number.
You may not.
I shut off comms before anybody can say anything that screws us up, and I turn over to the pilot and I go, "It is in my best interest to keep you alive. I have no interest in racking up kills in this situation."
Yeah, don't kill random people.
Yes,
In
your
this situation,
so your silence is imperative.
I understand that my silence is imperative. I'm just concerned.
I slip her a
That we were about
$1
to
bill.
be blown into the void.
So why don't you go and sit down on that shitty IKEA Greg couch, and we will handle this.
Beautiful IKEA Greg couch. I mean,
Beautiful.
excellent strength.
I do love the Greg model. This is an early model, 80?
This is Greg 80 based off of the Magnet City. There's about
okay.
200 of them. We're number 80.
Interesting still.
I'm gonna sit down and shut the f*** up and hope that you all don't kill us, please. Don't go anywhere near that thing without confirmation that those turrets are deactivated, please. She starts to pray.
Okay. What is our game plan here? And could you describe the structure that we're looking at a little more?
Of course. So, this is somewhat outside of the main asteroid cluster around the planet. You see that this is a group of small asteroids sort of orbiting around a bigger one in the center that has been lanced through and split open with sort of like a crescent type shape. And sitting in the center is a big ass box with a sort of rectangular structure that you can only assume is like the airlock coming off of it, and a dock on that rectangular structure. Two on the outside, floating around it in orbit around this bigger asteroid, are a bunch of like shipping containers that are heavily shielded with shield generators to protect them from debris that are like bouncing off of the shields. They're glowing, and they have Caliphate Studios like livery all over them. Yeah.
Okay, so I turn to them and I go, immediate assessment of the situation.
May I provide a little bit more information?
Yeah.
The shipment that you are tracking, that's it. This is the station. It's Caliphate Studios owned.
What am I looking for in the station?
What the hell is going on?
Oh, so I'm just here to investigate.
Yes,
so
like-
just broadly investigate.
This in of itself should never be happening.
Yes.
Okay.
You are investigating specifically what is going into and out of this station.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know that because, so I go, look, those shield generators are not going to go down easily, and it is of our best interest to enter the cube.
They're
right?
going to let us in. No.
Right.
Okay, so we get let in, and then because you guys are with me here.
Right. And you are a diplomat. I'm assuming you can worm your way out of most things.
Diplomat, spy, same difference.
Okay.
We're going to go in there, split up, take general notes. We want to figure out what is going on here. So we're not looking for anything in specific, just to get a broad sense. There might be some getting into computers, some checking out storage. Anything you can do, and then once you've been in there for an hour, you meet back at the Greg and make our entrance without touching a hair on the device's head.
And Caliphate Studios attire would be a good idea.
Which we do not possess.
Which we do not possess. Our question is, would it be worth it to take the attire off of somebody's body? You probably worked there a little longer than I. Do the guards still do routine man checks on radios? Or is it only for emergencies?
Show me what check?
It's only for emergencies. You don't know what the hell is going on at this station, though.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, let's be specific here. We are not going to be hurting people. There is no need, because if we hurt people, if we knock them out, then they will wake up and know that then Caliphate will know they've been invaded. However, we're not going to kill them either, because this is an operation without killing. Okay, Doctor?
Understood.
We're not killing people.
Understood. Though understand that if it goes south, I have no qualms in trying.
Understood.
my weapon.
Furthermore, they do not think we are part of Caliphate Studios. They think we are a third party doing an investigation.
Right.
So, they've accepted that. We will not need to blend in.
Now, okay, and I turn.
Transmission. You are clear to dock.
Fantastic. We'll be seeing you when we get down there.
And I turn off comms, turn to the pilot, and quickly, because it's been bugging me for a while, you said that there was some issue with the data transfer of the coordinates.
I don't know. I just wasn't given the coordinates.
Right.
I didn't receive them.
You didn't receive
I
them.
figured that they were given to my
Okay.
Mr. Johns.
My passenger.
Brian Johns.
Okay.
Mr. Johnson.
So, out of character, do I know whether, like, it was interrupted or if, like, they were just never sent in the first place? Okay.
You guys move to dock. I'm sure Vance or Cloud, you just
Yes.
jump into the pilot seat.
I immediately like, oh yeah, love this thing.
This thing sucks. It's so
It is
bad.
the worst.
It is
This
the
thing
That's
worst.
why he
so
loves
Thanks
hard.
for your
It is
fu-
the worst ship I have ever flown, and I love it because I've never flown it before, and I like new ships.
Nice. You just
It's like a dog with new skins.
Wow,
grab
this is
it.
terrible.
I love it.
You see the pilot goes, wait, this is your. It is so, first of all, it's so much smoother than the other pilot. She goes, this is your first time flying one of these?
Well, of course, but it's handles similarly to the Steven.
That's incredible. Okay. Why do I have a job? She just leans back in her seat and enjoys the ride. You guys dock. She says, I am going nowhere.
Right. So what you're going to do is you are our pilot for the liaison. You're going to sit in the pilot seat and you're going to wait for us until we get back.
And you are mute. You have a condition.
And you are mute. You have a condition.
You are a diversity hire.
Yes.
Oh God.
I'll do my best.
Oh my
I'll do my best.
We should be
Here,
back
let's
in an hour.
Let's practice this. Who are you? Why are you here?
We should be back in an
Fantastic.
hour.
You'll do just fine.
If we're not back in an hour and you see a bunch of really angry people running at you, I do give you permission to leave.
I don't give you permission.
I
to
give you
Say-
permission
say-
to leave.
I'm going to leave.
Okay.
In that case, I'm going to leave. Okay, go.
Yeah.
Stop.
Alright.
Okay, the door opens. Airlock opens into the station. There is a hallway that has been pressurized. Sort of red lights flashing through it, and a double doorway at the end that leads into a well-lit room that you cannot see the details of just yet.
I'd like to step out first, and I am not raging.
Anyone there to greet us?
No.
I step out first. I scan the room. No threats from what I can see.
Nope.
I wave everybody else out.
And of course, David comes walking out like he owns the place.
Fermin walks out elaborately and has a look around.
Yeah. So, are you walking into the big room?
Yep.
Okay. So you walk into the big room. This is very interesting. A circular table in the center with a hollow in the center that projects a hologram. The desks going around the circle are equipped with a number of different computers, all sort of in the middle of their business. Seems as though someone is like doing a lot of different things at once. There is a person frantically running around. Both you and Vance recognize this person as Aaron Cole, a scientist at Caliphate Studios. You've driven around once or twice, and
Does she know me?
you were tasked to bring to see the delivery of all materials gained to a scientist, Aaron Cole.
Yeah. So I immediately take my battle helmet and I put it over my head. And
You're gonna wonder why inspectors have a battle helmet.
bodyguards.
Bodyguards.
As you know, it's a lawless system.
And the visor flashes up, and I'm completely anonymous now.
She turns around.
Good morning, Inspector Carlson and Inspector.
I didn't know about this. What inspection is going on? Do not take another step.
It will not.
Up. We've spoken to your communications guy. You can speak to him.
Which
Whatever
communications guy?
He didn't. He declined to give us his
We
name.
asked his unit number and his name.
He declined to
refused
give that to us.
I was contacted by the frigate just outside.
That's
That would be
that's
that.
the one.
I was told to not allow any and not give any information to anyone entering the.
That's perfectly
That's your
fine.
prerogative.
We will do a self-guided inspection.
Yes.
No need to interfere. Go back to work.
Yes, we just need you to point us to the direction of the cargo manifest so we can ensure that everything is in order.
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
These are our bodyguards. They will be following us.
The fuck are you doing here?
Well,
You know this
we
man?
purchased
You were Vega's chauffeur.
we purchased a clone of Vance or Cloud. This is just
No.
additional
This
security.
is Vance Orcloud number 2703.
I don't. We just
purchased them.
Believe me, I know
No.
one when I see one.
Oh wait, you're wanted, right?
Yeah, this particular.
Why are you here?
You mean our clone?
This is irrelevant. We'll be conducting our inspection.
There's no need to be so
Are
so
you
hasty.
here to serve?
Come
Come on.
Yes. Yes.
She's gonna make an insight check.
He was a
Deception.
he was a second-hand model.
Yep.
He was thrown onto the assembly line. He was.
That's gonna be disadvantage.
On me?
Yep, use what you just said.
Okay, I need to roll. Yep, first time it was a 3.
Yep, okay. She says,
No. It's a 7 total.
you're an old gen. Why? This complicates things. These two need to leave.
I thought you said you wouldn't be interfering
And
for our inspection.
I stand up straight and I go, we are here to provide protection.
I'm afraid.
I am here to serve.
Caliphate Studios HQ has informed us that we are not to accept instruction on how to conduct our inspection from this branch. You'll have to excuse us because we'll be beginning our inspection.
Indeed.
Caliphate Studios had a deal with Modern United Mining. There would be no inspection of this branch.
Indeed. However, we are sent by the HR of Caliphate Studios to ensure that
We
you
are
are
from
conducting
Caliphate Studios, not Modern
operations
United Mining.
properly.
Okay, you're from Caliphate Studios.
Yes.
Under
We-
what order number is this? Neither of you two respond.
Me? 1318.
Oh, well remembered if so.
You see she pops up 13. She pops up, turns into 1318. 1318. I'm going to assume that was the correct number. If that wasn't the correct number, don't remember.
It was 1328, but
Let's pretend.
Let's
Let's
pretend.
pretend.
Let's pretend he said 1328 just for the sake of the story.
Let's roleplay, guys. Guys, now you can participate in Black Arrow at home. Pretend we said the right number.
Exactly. And imagine the terrible thing that would happen to us because we said it wrong.
Imagine the terrible thing we do to you if you pointed out in the comments that we didn't.
You see she types in 1328. Her permission comes up as Aaron Cole, senior scientist. 1328 Lazarus Initiative. This is not an order number that should correspond with this operation. I'm gonna have
That's
to
the
ask
other
you
number we were given.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Nope.
She starts typing in another
This
bracelet.
is the exact reason why
I roll initiative.
No. This is the exact reason why we've been sent in the first place. Because of mismanagement such as this. You don't even know that our order number has been cataloged. This is why
It's
we're here,
good,
and
to
we
be
will
frank.
need you to
And
stay.
you will be contacting your
Indeed.
superiors about this.
And we will need you
This
to
is
stay
what-
with one of our.
and I sigh and I pull out.
No!
my shotgun.
Roll initiative.
No.
Initiative.
No. Oh god damn.
Oh,
Like
you
Two. Jeez, I'm just gonna step back. I'm not even gonna roll.
I rolled a
No,
nat
you're-
1.
11 total.
That deserved. You're gonna attack this poor lady?
3,
I'm
see,
sorry,
what
guys.
did you-
She was typing for something.
What did you get?
6.
Nat 1.
Not one.
Plus 2 is 3.
I got a 6.
6.
Connor,
I'm just
you
gonna
need to
disengage.
roll back. You need to move back in your chair. man.
Nat 1 as well. I'm
11
just gonna
total.
You're
disengage.
sitting in the middle of your chair. Just sit your ass in the back of it.
Vance Orclout, you're the first act.
Do I? Is this sneak attack because
Oh, this sucks.
we just came out of nowhere and started stabbing?
Nope.
No.
Just like
You can give me the insight check to try and get sneak attack.
Okay, I'll do
just
my
like
little
disarm
ear.
this person.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're going, guys. We are going to
She
disarm. Right?
fails. Yeah. Give me the insight check against her deception.
Okay, let me see. Insightful voting. As
Hold on. Did Fermin see anyone else in here?
You go ahead and give me a glance around the room.
11.
As a bonus
21.
action, make an insight check against a deception thing. 7 rolls lower than 8 equal 8, so that's an 8. And then insight is 3 plus 2 plus 2, 15.
Fantastic. Yeah.
That's the lowest roll I can get.
Yeah. You can blast. You can blast away. Definitely, you get sneak attack on this. Super
Oh, I was
easy.
thinking stab, but yeah.
Oh, you were gonna stab her?
Stab.
Yeah, you can. You see, she's got like some really heavy gear going somewhere on her arms. Makes her really slow.
Okay. 16 with an energy knife plus 7. That is 23.
23. 23. You jump in front of her. Your energy knife stabs into her shoulder. Roll your damage.
Roll for damage. These are my 4 dice. 4 plus 1, that's 5. Plus 2 plus 2. That's
Great.
That
Awesome
is
roll.
9 damage.
9 damage.
No, wait, plus 5. That's 14 damage.
14 damage. Very nice. You stab through her shields, shatter them, and draw blood. She. What did you roll for initiative?
I rolled a 7.
7 total.
Yes.
You go next, but I want. What did you get on that perception check?
Yeah, I got a 21.
Oh, yeah. You instantly notice a bunch of You instantly notice on the computers that there are schematics for this really weird looking, glowing ball of sorts that is encased in rivets,
Tell me
and
that.
and has sort of like a latching component that is attached to said glowing bolts. Very strange.
Thank you very much. And then
you also notice some shipping documents that you can look at.
Cool. Did I notice any other people in this space?
No.
Okay, that's good. In that case, I'm going to, before I attack, shout out, I do not want her killed yet.
Can I tell you one more thing?
Yeah,
She's one. You look on her bangle, her hollow bangle.
Yep.
She's one tap away from contacting the frigate outside.
And this is why I started initiative.
Okay, I shoot and aim for her left
Yep.
wrist.
Go ahead and give me an attack.
Okay, but this is an attack to make her unconscious, okay? I'm not...
Shooting her with a gun. Make
I
her
will
unconscious.
I don't think that's necessarily very.
I'm not trying to kill her.
Sure.
Come on, man.
Shoot her with a gun. No, makes one.
Okay, fine, good. That is going to be a dirty 20.
To hits.
That is going to be 7 thunder damage.
You knock her unconscious.
And does the bangle get destroyed?
No, but it gets turned off.
Okay, cool. I quickly rush over there and crush it, but no, I don't, because that would be stupid because she might have information. I'm going to scoop it up in my hand and quickly put it in my jacket.
And I immediately rush over to the computers, and because, and this is gonna sound crazy, can I directly upload that information into my suit? Because my suit is full of power, like hard drive.
You can. But it's like downloading something on your phone.
Right.
Like your suit has that functionality with like a heads-up display. And
Yeah, I'd like to connect my suit to the computer,
You
and
need a password?
You plug in all of this stuff sort of happens. You start to see. Would you like to give me? Are you going to just try to download, or are you going to try to analyze a little bit?
full download. I'll analyze later. I'd like to like of course I'll glance at it while things are popping up to download, but right now I'm more focused on the download.
All right, give me a perception check,
Yep.
please, or an investigation with
Nat
disadvantage.
20.
Oh, never mind. Keep your nat 20. Instantly, you notice information behind. You see sort of gamma, like radiation graphs for like what the hell, like some sort of material, like some sort of dangerous material that they're shipping through this is, and you notice You notice radiation graphs like something is under certain pressure, radiation, different ways it interacts with things, and then you notice all of those notes sort of go away, and then you see shipping to Taste of Herania Pizzeria in downtown Aragon.
And I immediately save that
At
thing.
that point, I'm going to need you to give me a hacking check.
Sorry,
As
boys.
all of a sudden, all of the files start deleting. All of them.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm
Give
sorry.
me a hacking check to override it.
If you this up for me.
Sorry, with 9.
Okay, so the DC was 27. It was a pretty hard one.
Wow, how was it? He couldn't have.
You know what?
Okay,
I
got it,
couldn't.
that's
no,
fine.
I
no.
couldn't get the D's.
Okay.
All of the information, all of the computers, all go dark. Everything goes dark.
And I
you
go.
just have a location.
Fermin sees this and goes like,
Wonderful. Well, gentlemen, allow the scrap tour to begin.
The hollow watch.
Yeah.
Her bangle. It is a text message.
yeah.
You can read the conversation, if you would like to.
Yes.
Oh. No, I think I'm fine. Yeah, I'll read the
New
conversation.
phone. Who dis?
Okay. You see a couple of different names. One, Seraph.
Okay, the aforementioned Seraph.
Seraph. With the abbreviated Modern United Mining, abbreviated to MUM.
Boom.
After it, so it's Seraph. Is the rig up to par for you, Aaron?
Okay.
Alright as it goes, except your extractors aren't used to the new material. Their drills are being worn out. Seraph says, those machines cost hundreds of Ks, Aaron. Unless CS wants to pay for replacements, you might want to find a solution, since you seem to be the expert on this mystery metal of yours. CS, of course, stands for Caliphate Studios. Aaron says, I've told you it's not a metal, dumbass bot. What does MUM even bring to this operation anyway?
Racism. Okay.
Besides, machines don't work and a sad excuse for covert transport. Seraph says, what we have is far more valuable than all your experimental tech and what you would do well to keep us on your good side. Notice this guy's like typing really quickly. He's messing up some of his things.
Yeah.
All of this would be pointless without our piece. We can always find a different bomb. Another person named Gymnasio with KT afterwards.
Okay.
Where's this material going? Aaron says, a bunch of labs across the sector, some of them in Iberia, others in dead space locations, where it's being worked on to create the weapon for the Royal Guard. Gymnasio says, you may want to limit that for just dead space, as this is not something we can afford to have stumbled upon. It seems like something not easily hidden. Aaron says, you have no idea how our operation works, nor are you in charge of it. Just do your part and we will do ours. Apparently, we'll all still be in business when this is over. Whatever
Wow.
that means.
Okay, so
I know what's going on.
We're not done. Gymnasio says, and what about the cloned army you promised us? When can we be involved in the process? Aaron says, the Lazarus Initiative was all but scrapped some years ago when Amar took over. He took on the project of reviving it himself, and he won't share the details with me. And that is where the conversation ends.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
let me-
Hold on.
Okay.
Before anything happens, I want to continue checking her conversations.
The rest of none of the people in the group chat are online. The rest of the
It's
conversation.
a group chat.
No,
It's
yeah.
Discord. I was a Discord DM.
None of the other people online. The rest of the conversation has been deleted.
I'm talking
and,
about her other conversations.
Yes.
From her small child.
You see.
Mommy.
She's not dead yet.
You open it up. There's a bunch of different conversations. There's some family stuff going on.
Okay.
There is a separate app that is like Caliphate Studios administration.
Sure.
You
rich.
You open it. And
Nope.
It's like,
What if we don't open it?
do you want to open
Why
it?
don't we not open it? Why don't we not open an app that seems like it registers whether or not you're part of Caliphate Studios or not? Let's
How
not.
would I do that? I'm gonna open the app.
I say let's not opening anything.
Also,
No.
I don't think we should be opening anything else until we're safe on the Black Arrow.
Fermin would open the
Also-
app.
Fermin opens the app.
Thank you.
Hologram pops up. Biometric scanner.
Oh,
fucking lie.
Can I quickly dive to try and show it the like fainted face?
Yep.
Okay. What am I rolling?
Give me a acrobatic check.
Hell, I can't roll a single good number.
I'm gonna say that really isn't that hard to do.
Okay.
It shows her.
What was it?
Just for just in retrospect, it was a 5.
Yeah. It wasn't that hard to do.
Oh,
You
okay.
see it going. Oh shit. There.
Yep.
And it happens. Biometrically scans her. Some documents are pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
Super high level security, Caliphate Studios stuff. None of the there's nothing that shows any of the stuff that was going on in this room, though.
Is there any way that I could upload this data? Is there any way I could send it to my BlackBerry?
Yeah, airdrop.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna airdrop it to my BlackBerry.
I'd like to put it in my suit as well.
There's really nothing.
You don't know what's up here yet.
I'm in the same room as you, I thought.
Yeah, but you're looking at the computers, and while you're doing that, I'm looking at the.
Oh, this
Also,
is during.
yeah.
Mr. Pacifist is neglecting the fact that this lady's bleeding out by the shoulder while
She's
talking.
not.
Are you gonna do something about that then? Maybe.
Oh, I gotta do something about that.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, as a doctor, Hippocratic Oath. She's from Caliphate Studios. I want to kill her. I have so many things in my lab coat that could kill her. But I walk over, and I would like to administer, whatever.
Euthanasia.
Let's go with
Euthanasia roller coaster.
a morphine med pack.
Okay.
Should I roll for that?
Yep.
Yeah, get her to some morphine. That's all we get her.
You're gonna med packer.
Yeah, I'm a
Go
med
ahead.
packer.
That's a 1d6 plus your proficiency bonus.
Yep.
This isn't gonna get her to wake up, right?
No. In fact,
the med pack,
Epinephrine
the healing ability is one. Yes, it's gonna get her to wake up.
Oh, could we just
Oh.
stabilize her then?
Do you want to just do a medicine check to stabilize her?
I just want to stabilize her.
Go
Yes.
ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna make her
Rolls
do
a nat 1 and then she immediately has a massive hemorrhage.
Over 10?
13.
So you stabilize her. It's
Yeah.
Joe. You succeed.
Okay, while that's happening, I airdrop all of the sensitive data onto my phone. And then, so quick.
As you do
Fermin,
that,
is there
we
anything
need-
good on there?
As you do that, as you start to select the files and transfer them over, I'm gonna need a hacking check.
Again, okay. I swear to, that's the f***ing fourth time I've rolled 2.
As you select it,
Hold on, it's I'm just gonna give you the full thing.
It doesn't beat a
it's
27. It doesn't
Yeah.
beat a 27.
Okay.
Why do you have him roll?
All of the unless you rolled not 20. All of the files, as you select them and hit send, as soon as you hit send, a error message pops up. Error. Files deleted. Gone.
Okay,
Man.
how many did I get?
None.
Okay, so here's what we know, right? The metal is probably a living thing, and it's being used to make a bomb.
I don't know that. What? Okay,
Yeah, I wanna-
no.
Hey,
You do know
Let's-
that from the conversation.
Is the conversation still there?
Oh, the conversation. I assume. Oh no, the conversation is not still there.
Okay, so Fermin frantically writes down all the important details of the conversation, especially the fact that there were the three big companies are coordinating.
Yes.
They all have a group chat together. Yo.
Um,
Dave is just watching this unfold, and he knows what he's here for.
Yeah.
He knows that he has to go to that cargo area,
Yeah.
and he's just gonna start, like walking in that general direction, seeing if Vance wants.
Johnson, where are you going?
I'm going to continue with the inspection, so to speak.
Okay, you're staying inside of this cube for now, right?
Yeah.
And you're staying within our sight.
Because we have to understand that the second we leave this cube, the frigate is going to be alerted, and there are some things I want to talk about with you before we get showered by a hail of bullets.
And I
No worries.
with you.
No
Yes.
worries.
And I'm still frantically scribbling down.
And I kind of look over your shoulder. It's not very hard. I'm like 2 feet taller than you. I kind of, and I go. So it's a metal.
Mr. Orthoff,
It's a metal that they're
to
investigating.
keep up appearances, would you like to come with me? Very well.
Vance, keep an eye on this guy and report back to us.
Report.
Passive perceptions.
Oh wait, we did a
Passive
special thing. I
perception
don't
is
have a
wisdom,
passive
right?
perception.
Right. I didn't tell you what your passive perception is.
Passive perception is wisdom, right?
Yep.
So I get 13.
Okay.
Damn. 11.
Passive perception. You. I forgot I did this.
I don't
This
have a
is so
passive
cool.
perception. Yeah.
You all don't really. You guys don't see anything. There are windows out to space in this cube, and all of a sudden, you feel the light being obstructed as a ship docks.
We've got a ship docking, boys.
Okay. Well then, before anything happens, we need to store. Miss.
Aaron.
We need to store Aaron in the Greg.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
You do that.
Store
You're
them in the
big and strong.
Greg. We are leaving through the Greg.
We are leaving through the Greg. Indeed, we are kidnapping them.
And
Sounds like
I
a plan.
grab Aaron, and as fast as I can, I sprint towards the docking
Yep,
bay.
you get into the Greg. No, nothing's going on now. It seems like docking procedures are still being met on the other side. The airlock door is preparing to open them.
When we entered the airlock door, did it also have a film over it so we won't get sucked into space?
Yeah.
Or okay, good.
As soon as
Yeah, we get sucked into space and die.
As soon as I was notified by Enzo that there was a shipboarding, I make my way directly to the Greg and begin to prepare to leave.
Well, then I'm gonna have to. Junior, let's make this quick.
Do you want to go back on the computers, try to figure out anything about those materials as quickly as you can?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a programming check. It's an intelligence-based check. You have proficiency. Fermin, what are you doing?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, advantage.
So
That did not help.
Fedman finishes writing down everything, and that's all good.
Yep.
I got everything.
Yep.
Nice.
All of the stuff about the conversation, the Lazarus Initiative being revived. We can always get a different
Okay.
bomb. Caliphate Studios sort of being treated
Something
like,
about the Royal Guard, which
Something
to me
about-
indicates there is a quadropoly going on here between the Royal Guard, e.g., the Monarchy, Caliphate, Knights Templar, and Modern United Binding.
Sure.
So probably, I mean, there's no one that can be stealthy like Fermin. So if he needs to sneak off, he can sneak off. But for right now, he's going to sprint to the other parts of the cube and check out if there's anything else worth seeing.
Nothing else worth seeing that you can figure out. David, Coney, what did you roll?
16.
16 is plenty good. You are able to very quickly get Junior into the computer interface and salvage some of the data that was lost. Weird material, super energy dense. The stuff looks really promising, but it's incredibly dangerous. It blows up, and you think you have the stabilizing agent.
All right. Now,
now the best way to get some of this stuff would not to be with the stuff that's just orbiting this station right now, but to trace the shipment to where it's going and figure out more later.
all right.
That's the best way of
I
getting it.
scream at Brian to get back in the ship.
The rest of you are in the thing.
Greg, yeah.
I'd like to inspect the cargo manifest.
You start inspecting the cargo manifest. A bunch of shipments that came in from getting got, and a bunch of ships that are going out to a bunch of different locations. The main one currently being Taste of Range Pizzeria.
I can't believe it's Pizzagate.
All of you waiting for David.
Yeah.
All of you waiting for Johnson.
Yeah.
Johnson, you turn around and there's a guy in a suit with a gun pointed at your head.
Wait, would I have predicted this
Nope.
or no? No?
You are outside of the room right now.
Right, I cannot see this.
Good morning.
I'm gonna need you to get on your knees.
Can any of us see this?
No, but
They can hear me screaming, because I am screaming for Brian right now.
Oh, you are.
I have been.
Okay, great. I'm gonna need you to not respond to your friend over there. We're gonna invade their ship shortly.
Well, the first one I can't comply with. After all, this is a nice suit, so I don't want to get these pants dirty, so I can't get on my knees. But the second one, I can be a little bit amenable, can't I?
I'm gonna blow your brains out across the wall. I don't think you're in the mood for negotiations right now.
Really? If that's so, then take your shot.
He pulls the trigger. And that's where we're gonna end this episode of Black Arrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.